a sight that is becoming all too common. Major skylines like Chicago's blanketed in thick haze from the wildfires in Canada. The Windy City, along with Minneapolis and Detroit, clocking in the worst air quality on Wednesday.
Yes, I can notice it. I can feel like a burning in my throat.
The smoke covering dozens of states from Ohio.
I can't even see everything like 5 feet past me. And just look everywhere. I can smell smoke.
To Kentucky and Wisconsin, and as far west as Iowa. Also putting states like Pennsylvania in a code red as they experience what the EPA considers very unhealthy air quality. Canada is on track for its worst ever year of wildfire destruction, as warm and dry conditions are forecast to persist through the end of the summer after an unprecedented start to the fire season. Smoke reaching as far as Spain. The threat of dangerous air moving back east.
It fans out and thins out, so it's mostly unhealthy for sensitive groups.
Washington, D.C. issuing a code red for Thursday's anticipated poor air quality. Officials across the Northeast urging people once again to limit time outdoors or consider wearing face masks. With nearly 500 fires in Canada expected to burn all summer, New York's governor making the connection to climate change.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And here you have it, millions of Americans on an alert for unhealthy air quality of smoke from wildfires. And this is about the second time they put this on high alert, because last time I think it was about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and here we are again with it again. And these are uncontrolled weather events. These are uncontrolled events, just like we had that. Well, here in the U.S., we had that fire that was going from state to state, and here you got smoke air quality and various other type of weather events. And I'm gonna play a little bit more of the clip, at least the rest of it, just to get to the point of it. Well, at least the final point of it, and the fact that there's nothing anybody can do about this. This is all the Lord's work. These are all different types of things going on that is throwing people in a certain state of panic in the formal way. Because these be the things people be worried about. And understandable, because these are things that's never really happened before. So I'm gonna get this scripture right here. This is Matthew 24:7. It says, "For nation it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom," which we're seeing. These are all prophecies, right? It says, "And there should be famines." Now, we've been in a famine for a while, technically, since they started putting out the GMOs. But that real famine is going to kick in when this place ultimately shuts down with no food trucks or anything going on, which was starting to actually happen when they started this whole thing between Russia and them and putting high gas prices on, right? It says, "And pestilences." Kind of been going on for a while, but it started getting heavier as that last virus kicked in, and now we're in a new virus, and many more are supposed to be coming. It says, "And earthquakes in diverse places," and even that's can be actual earthquakes, because that's also been happening lately, but that's also what the Akim goes into as far as commotions. Commotions is uproars and things that offset the balance of the everyday mindset of people, because it shocks people. It could be they're upset about something, or they could be afraid about something, and that's what you've been getting all over the world, especially here. Is you've been getting people upset and angry about all the things that's going on, and then you got the people that's afraid of the things that's happening, such as this. They even call it a toxic smoke, which smoke you're not supposed to be inhaling anyways. Any form of smoke you inhale is toxic. That goes right down to your drugs. So This is Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord is ultimately doing all these things because of that last scripture where it was talking about earthquakes in diverse places. There's a lot of commotion, a lot of prophecies that's being filled. A lot of prophecies are setting people off balance. And we need these things to happen because it's been prophesied to go to the World War III, World War I, World War II, and World War III. That's World War III. And various other amounts of things. Now this clip may be short, or well, this video may be short in general, because I just want to get straight to the point. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the rest of this real quick.
We are truly the first generation to feel the real effects of climate change, and we're also the last generation to do anything meaningful about it.
And there you have it. First generation to actually feel something like this, which means this is pretty big to them. And then this is the last generation to even actually do anything significant, which means they telling you they can't do nothing about it. No amount of water is gonna, or any type of instrument that Esau comes up with is gonna clear that. Just like they couldn't do nothing about that fire that was traveling state to state. They had to evacuate everybody, including your firemen, including your all their fire trucks, because they said the water from the fire trucks was not slowing that fire down. Hell, it killed a bunch of people in it, including your firemen, and roasted a bunch of trucks. So the power of the Lord is that much greater than anything Esau could come up with. Esau can have a whole military squad, but the Lord can put the spirit on one person, one civilian, if he wants to survive anything that they throw at him, and still be able to get rid of those military squads. That's how powerful the Lord is. That's why Esau puts it in the movies, because the Lord puts the spirit on him to do so. These are all spiritual events that are supposed to happen. So this is Isaiah 41:10. It says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So we're not supposed to fear these things that's happening, because we rejoice in it. This is part of prophecy. It's exactly what we needed in every moment. This is a faith booster. Let's go further. This is 2 Peter 1:19. And it says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy. And how do we have that more sure word of prophecy? Because when the Lord gives us the spirit to speak it, it happens. Maybe not right away, but the Lord gives us the spirit of foresight to actually see into that future of when it's going to happen. Not precisely, and maybe not exactly how it happens, but we know it's going to happen. Because prophecy means for it to see. And it ends up happening. It says, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts. So the Lord told us to take heed, because even though that we know these things are is happening, we still gotta be prepared, which means we still gotta heed the Lord's warning and do everything that the Lord tells us to do. Heed His words, and that's the whole point of it. Because the very thing we teach about, if we ain't living by the words of the Lord, it can very well happen to us, and we could be dismayed by these signs that the Lord told us not to be dismayed of. We can end up like the rest of these people for not doing what the Lord tells us to do. So this is Proverbs 1:26. I'm going to tell you exactly what happens when we don't do what the Lord tells us to do, when we don't take heed. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And that's what happens if we don't take heed and do what the Lord tells us to do. Because ultimately, this is for our people that don't want to listen. Because they mock us for every time we come out telling the things that's going to happen. Well, guess what? The Lord's laughing. The Lord's angels laugh. The Lord gives us the spirit to laugh at these people because we know that his elect is going to have the last laugh. Ultimately, Lord YAHAWAHSHI'S. So that's all I have going into that. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, shalom.